Yeah, you're really into that, huh?
Yeah, I got.
That's what's on your phone.
So you
well.
remembered, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on the phone. And I have 4 or 5 ties.
Is that the town is...
Wait, have you seen Starry Night in Bacon? Wind, and it's not clouds because he was in a real place.
And so that
he
really
didn't pull this out of his ass, right? I mean, it was, he painted what he saw.
I've got an uncle.
And of course, the whole
very much connected to a certain type of ideology, a certain type of person who thinks of themselves.
It doesn't matter to me.
No nonsense person.
What I'm saying,
what problem? But how big of a problem is it? Like, how many people are really in denial of science in 2019? And it's got to be
for me in a free country that portfolio of thoughts and beliefs,
or because he's such a profound Christian. I mean, he's so profoundly Christian that he just wants
plenty
the
of
literal
Christians
definition
who
of the
are
Bible.
connected to science that don't
be dead.
You never heard
all deer? Would you say all deers?
Well, because generally it's one. If you had multiple kinds of deer,
Oh, so if you had like Sitka deer,
but it's rare that they're all in the same. Well, it's salt.
Really
it's salt
weird.
water. Do you have the word fishes up there?
Some weird anomaly that happened where
if you look at the green in the water, most likely it's algae. So that happens with certain lakes that get polluted with certain types of algae.
Right, you can kill the lake by doing that.
You can kill the lake, and you get it in the ocean too. You get these zones, but
I don't see how you get frozen fish though.
That's incredible. Inside, you get like a nice little warm spot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, if you it won't freeze.
What is a temperature variant though? Like, is there a number?
Well, that's why.
It doesn't matter?
That's why pipes don't freeze. Earth mug, but it doesn't look like Earth.
There's a lot of people that go on
also we think there's
make a convincing appeal to them.
No, all I would say is what I just told you.
That's it.
That is all,
So specifically these things have to
Europeans
take place.
didn't come to Hawaii.
I got very fortunate. It was a night where the moon was not out.
Yes. Moon is not the astronomer's favorite thing. Yeah, you want the darkest sky you can.
Reference to Hawaii is relative.
Every usage of the word indigenous is relative.
Yeah, especially with Hawaii, because I mean, really,
the only indigenous people are black plum level, so that now you have cleanup crews that come up after them.
Yeah, but it's
there's solutions. But there's solutions.
It's incredibly difficult to bring anything back.
So
you
tax them, you make it worth it. All right.
But you understand, like they have to leave the bodies up there, right? You know that they can't.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Well, difference between cars and human shit that's left on the side of the mountain. I think the real problem too is it's
if you value mountain climbing, what cool.
That's the thing about.
By the way, every glass.
Do you see this? People's pee is in it.
That's correct.
Yes.
You got to drink, and there's a limited amount that's fresh water.
How much of a?
By the way, all the glaciers are fresh water because it's frozen rain, an energy thing.
But I would think that would be very valuable. I mean, think about how many people buy.
It's not valuable
of water.
enough yet.
So you're better off keeping it up there and somehow or another.
Yeah. So if you
now. Nuclear power plants rely on steam, right? Isn't that part of
what
nuclear power plants do?
Just to finish the point. So electricity.
Isn't there? And make
that's a nice 2-for-1 kind of thing.
3-for-1. You get salt.
And you get salt out the other side. You get salt.
Get salt.
You
get fresh water.
Get fresh water.
Never rains. I mean, if it rains here 50 days a year, it's crazy.
Yeah, or any desert, right?
Yeah,
and we're next door to the Mojave.
Talking about cars and car manufacturers having to pay for roads, isn't that
no?
Like
they didn't
restaurants?
Pay for roads.
Isn't that like restaurants having to pay for toilet paper?
No, restaurants. Restaurants have.
I just didn't understand the comparison to car manufacturers paying for it, that they.
If I make a car and I want you,
it seems like a bargain compared to how many people use it versus how many people went to the moon.
And it grows.
Have you seen this new Porsche has a new electric vehicle that they're about to release, and it's
I haven't seen
revolutionary. Yeah, we have a supercharger here.
You do?
Yeah, we have some set up here for my Tesla.
So there you go. Which Tesla you have?
Quicker. They call it that anymore. I think they only
the superchargers.
So they would have to have a mountain of batteries sitting there waiting for people to just come in and take.
Is that any worse than a mountain? That just do it.
Right.
And if the battery's all at the bottom of the car, and go like NASCAR, how that works.
What I've heard.
If you're moving enough energy through, correct.
Right. So in Tesla,
days,
well, I don't think anyone's saying that, but what
he
they
did,
are saying
and his fans do.
Of it,
right.
And
so not only
you can't drive it because people won't be able to see it at night.
Oh.
They're literally saying like this is just a theoretical. I mean, just like.
Well, what do you want to do? You can line it with.
No, it's not available commercially.
What do you want me to say?
No, I'm saying that for BMW, it's not something they're offering.
I'm in LA. You have all your cars here,
and even in Los Angeles, they make the cars so hot.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
So another way to do it.
I understand.
Okay. So that is how I said the next generation might feel completely different. They might say, "I love it. They know exactly what I want."
Right.
You heard about
that seems intrusive. Certainly.
That's intrusive. Well, only because it's pregnancy. It's intrusive in every way.
No, because
don't tell me it's not intrusive because you want to buy Nikes.
Sending you physical. they shred everything you do.
Yes, they do.
They do. They
All
they
where you've been
value
and where
your
you're going?
privacy,
That-
where they had such a crisis.
Wow, that was so random.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
we're talking about surveillance.
Yeah.
Camden. That's what's interesting. Is
Because you voluntarily give them all your.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
But in Harry Potter, the
now.
people theologian.
We.
Oh, by the way, just to, in letters from an
And the more mass,
and
the
the
more
movement
gravity.
of.
Well, when I've talked to other astrophysicists and scientists,
Wait, let me ask: are these?
discovery in terms of
It was
human
hypothesized
history.
because
Right.